Have you ever felt that tightness in your chest before accepting an invitation, a subtle premonition that you ignored and then regretted? This is not paranoia. That's your intuition trying to protect you. What if I told you that this is more common and more powerful than you think? I remember a time when I received an invitation. It seemed harmless, a social gathering with familiar faces. There was something, however, a slight tingling in the back of my neck, a strange feeling in my stomach that I chose to ignore. I rationalized. I told myself it was silly, and the result was a drained energy, days of malaise and the clear perception that I had stepped into an energetic minefield, completely unnecessary. For someone with the sensitivity of Pisces, this ability to pick up on hidden vibrations is not just a trait, it's a powerful internal radar, a gift that demands attention. This is a call to recognize that subtle presentiment, that inner hesitation in the face of a proposal, an encounter or a situation that at first glance seems inviting but carries a dangerous current beneath the tranquil surface. It is not a matter of generalized distrust, but of honoring this sharp perception that distinguishes Pisces. It is an invitation to awaken this intuitive tool, your soul's first line of defense. Paying attention to these signs is a fundamental act of self-care. They are the language of your inner knowing, alerting you to energetic disharmonies, to paths that, although familiar, may not serve your current well-being. Ignoring these warnings comes at a cost, a price paid in energy, peace, and vitality. But you have the power to choose differently. By tuning into this inner voice, you establish a shield of protection. Repeat with me, out loud or in thought, this mantra that will be our guide. I choose myself, I protect myself, and I love myself unconditionally, guided by my intuition. It resonates with the deep truth of your being, anchoring you in your own strength and innate wisdom. This is the beginning of a journey of recognition and empowerment, where your sensitivity becomes your greatest ally. Pisces intuition manifests itself in unique ways, almost like a secret language between your soul and the universe. It is not just a passing thought. Often, they are well-defined physical sensations. A lump in the throat, a tightness in the chest, a sudden feeling of cold or heat for no apparent reason. It can also be a persistent restlessness, that inexplicable anxiety that arises when you think about something or someone specific. Or perhaps your intuition speaks through your dreams, presenting symbols or scenarios that leave a lasting impression upon waking, loaded with a meaning that you feel but may not be able to verbalize right away. Insomnia can be another sign, your mind and body on alert, unable to relax because there's a warning pending. These are the whispers of your inner voice, trying to draw your attention to something that your logical mind has not yet processed. It is vital to validate these experiences and not dismiss them as nervousness or excessive imagination. Your sensitivity is a gift, a way of perceiving the subtle energies that surround you. When you feel that subtle discomfort when considering an option or interacting with a person, that's your intuition activated. She's telling you, stop, take a closer look. Something here doesn't vibrate in tune with you. Learning to differentiate these signs from simple worry is a process, but it starts with the conscious decision to listen and trust. Validating these signals is the first step to turning your sensitivity into your greatest protective force. One of the most insidious challenges to Pisces intuition lies in the trap of familiarity. Often the warning sign does not come from something completely unknown, but from situations, places, or people that are part of your past, or even your usual present. Because they look familiar, there is a natural tendency to assume that they are safe and comfortable, However, the energy of an environment or an individual may change, or perhaps this energy has never been truly positive for you, just something that you have become accustomed to. An invitation to meet someone from an old cycle, a proposal to revisit a place where you have already lived through difficult experiences, or a situation that refers to harmful behavioral patterns. All of this can trigger your internal radar, even if the mind says, but it's just so-and-so, or it's just a known place. There is a social pressure, or an internal one, to please, not to disappoint, to feel guilty for wanting to walk away from something that seems harmless in the eyes of others. Demystify this idea. You don't owe explanations or need to justify yourself to protect your own energy. Prioritizing your vibrational well-being is not selfish. It is self-awareness and self-love in action. True security lies in honoring the perception of your intuition, even when it points to something familiar as a risk. Your energy is a precious resource, and you have complete autonomy to decide how and with whom to share it. The same sensitivity that allows Pisces a deep connection with the world and with others, capturing beauties and nuances that many do not perceive, also represents a unique vulnerability. It's like having psychic antennae always on. This keen receptivity makes it easy for you to assimilate the vibrations around you, not just the positive ones, but crucially, the heavy, the dense, the disharmonious or hidden intentions. Absorbing the weight of others or the energy of toxic environments has a real and significant impact on your overall well-being. Think about it. Unexplained physical pain, constant fatigue, mental confusion, sudden mood swings, or an overwhelming feeling that doesn't seem to be yours. These are often the symptoms of an energetic system overwhelmed by the outside influences that you, in your compassionate nature, have allowed to enter. To thrive, it is essential to recognize this dynamic. It is necessary to erect invisible but firm barriers. Setting healthy boundaries is not an act of coldness, but of intelligent self-preservation. Protecting yourself from environments that drain your vitality is not isolation, but discernment. Your life energy is a treasure, and learning to guard it and to whom to allow access is one of the most valuable lessons. This understanding frees you from the belief that you need to endure or heal everything and everyone around you. Your first energetic responsibility is to yourself. Understanding the depth of your sensitivity naturally leads to the next step, the practice of self-choice. Honoring yourself at this level means recognizing that you have an inalienable right to direct your energy, time, and attention to where they will serve your highest good. Saying no to an invitation, a situation, or a person that your internal radar signals as harmful is not only acceptable, it is a powerful gesture of self-love. It is the practical manifestation of honoring your intrinsic value by affirming that your peace and vitality are priorities. And here lies an immense freedom. You have no obligation to justify yourself. You don't have to come up with lengthy explanations or elaborate excuses to protect your sacred space. A gentle but firm refusal or even a quiet withdrawal are completely valid responses. The empowerment here is in making this internal decision based on your intuitive perception without seeking external approval or feeling guilty about the potential disappointment of others. Firm and silent decisions anchored in your inner truth are the most liberating. They assert your sovereignty over your own energy field and send a clear message to the universe and yourself that you respect and prioritize yourself. This is the essence of choosing yourself. Sometimes dangerous signs and invitations disguise themselves not only in familiarity, but also in the form of recurring patterns. This concept is known in various philosophies as karmic repetitions. They are relational situations or dynamics that seem to present themselves again and again in your life, each time with a slightly different package, but containing the same fundamental lesson not learned from the past. It is as if the universe, in a continuous effort to guide you, presents the challenge over and over again until you choose a different answer, breaking the cycle. The invitation or the current situation that your intuition is signaling may be precisely one of these repetitions. Maybe it's the reenactment of a relationship that drained you in the past, an opportunity that mirrors a previous mistake, or an interaction that evokes old patterns of destructive behavior. Identifying these repetitions is a powerful act of self-awareness. Recognizing the pattern allows you to see the current situation not just as an isolated event, but as a critical opportunity to make a conscious choice that frees you from the cycle. Not repeating the same mistakes of the past requires courage and a deep trust in your inner insight, especially when logic or familiarity tries to persuade you to follow the known and harmful path. Breaking these patterns is a giant step in your growth, a true unveiling of veils that have bound you to past experiences. Sometimes, the source of the energy that your intuition detects comes from places or situations that function as true energetic portals. Just as certain environments uplift and nourish us, others can drain our vitality by acting as vibrational leak points. The invitation or the situation in which you feel this internal resistance can be precisely one of these portals. It can be a specific place where negative events have occurred, an environment charged with the energy of past conflicts, or even a gathering of people whose collective dynamics lower their frequency. For someone as attuned to energetic currents as Pisces, entering these spaces is like opening a door to influences that can disturb their inner balance. Your sensitivity captures this disharmony, generating the discomfort that serves as a warning. It is essential to learn to recognize these portals and the importance of keeping them closed for your protection. This does not mean living in isolation, but rather exercising discernment about where you direct your presence and energy. Seeking environments that vibrate in tune with your essence, surrounding yourself with people and spaces that promote peace and growth, becomes a conscious act of self-care. Avoiding negative portals and prioritizing the creation of a positive environment is not a luxury. It is a necessity to preserve your light and your inner peace. Recognizing these energetic portals and the repetitions of patterns is an essential step in bringing a sense of completion and tranquility. Life often invites us to let go, to accept that certain situations or dynamics belong to the past and do not need to be constantly revisited or resolved. For the sensitive soul of Pisces, there may be a tendency to want to heal everything, to close all cycles in a perfect way, or to feel responsible for the energies they encounter. However, there comes a time when the greatest healing comes from simple acceptance. Not everything requires a formal resolution, a final confrontation, or a complete understanding. Some doors simply need to be closed quietly without the need to re-explain or relive what has passed. Seeking inner peace in this context means releasing the need to control external outcomes and focusing on cultivating serenity within oneself. Allow yourself to release the weight of past experiences that may still be stuck in your energy field. You have carried valuable lessons, and that is enough. You don't have to keep fighting old ghosts or trying to change what once was. Your journey now is about finding lightness and freedom, validating your feelings without holding on to them indefinitely. Peace lies in accepting that the past has fulfilled its purpose of learning. After recognizing the signs, honoring intuition, avoiding dense energy portals, and releasing the need to fight the past, you realize that a profound transformation has taken place. This change is not always noisy or obvious to the outside world. Often, it manifests as a quiet inner strength, a quiet wisdom that resides within your being. Your journey, with all its challenges and learnings, has shaped who you are today. You've accumulated valuable insights and developed a resilience you may not even realize you possessed. It is a time to celebrate this personal growth, to recognize the strength you have shown in prioritizing your peace and well-being, even in the face of the temptation of familiarity or external pressure. Feel proud of your inner achievements, the clarity you have gained, and the enhanced ability to discern what no longer serves your life. Do not allow the opinions of others or the lack of understanding of others about your choices to diminish the validity of your process. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. The only validation needed comes from within, from acknowledging your own evolution and honoring your inner truth. This silent transformation is proof of your power and your ability to navigate life with authenticity and strength. That quiet force that you feel, that wisdom that blossoms within, is the manifestation of a larger process in action. Often, as you realign with your truth and raise your own vibration, the universe operates a divine filter in your life. It is not a judgment, but an energetic synchronicity. Situations, opportunities, and even people that no longer resonate with your current frequency, that don't contribute to your growth, or that represent that dense energy that your intuition signaled, naturally begin to drift away. It may seem like a loss to the mind, but it is, in reality, a space being freed up. Respecting this filter is crucial. Trying to hold on to what is being gently withdrawn out of fear of change, attachment to familiarity, or guilt can generate painful friction. It's like paddling against a natural current that would take you to clearer waters. Each goodbye, each door that closes without apparent effort on your side, is a permission for something more aligned with your new phase to enter. Trusting in this process of letting go of what no longer serves is not passivity, but an intelligent surrender to the greater intelligence of life. It is a demonstration of faith in the journey and in your own worth. Knowing that the empty space created will be filled by that which truly nourishes your soul. Allow this filter to operate. He is working in your favor, setting the stage for what comes next. With the newly created space by the divine filter and the wisdom gained from navigating the energetic complexities, you become a magnet for another type of connection: soul bonds. Unlike relationships based on karmic repetitions or superficial needs, soul bonds are deep vibrational encounters. They are authentic relationships grounded in unconditional love, mutual respect, and a genuine desire for growth and elevation for both. These connections nurture your energy, celebrate your essence, and support your journey without judgments or attempts to mold you into something you are not. Preparing to receive these bonds means keeping your heart and mind open but discerning. It means continuing the practice of honoring your intuition, for it will be the compass that will guide you to those kindred souls. The release of karmic relationships, those ties based on energetic debts, difficult learning, or repetitive patterns, is an essential step in this preparation. By cutting those cords that bound you to the past, you clear your energy field and send a clear signal to the universe that you are ready to welcome fellow travelers who vibrate at the same frequency of love and respect that you are cultivating in yourself. Open yourself to the possibility of connections that uplift, that inspire, and that reflect the beauty of your own awakened soul. We have reached a crucial point in this conversation. A moment to seal the learning and look forward with renewed clarity and strength. With intuition as your ally, discernment about the energies around you, and the understanding that letting go of what doesn't serve paves the way for genuine connections, you're ready to make a pact. Not a pact with external forces, but a sacred commitment to oneself. This pact is simple but powerful. I choose myself, protect myself, and love myself unconditionally, guided by my intuition. This is the mantra that has resonated with us, and now it becomes the basis of your ongoing action. Repeat it, feel it. He is your anchor. Understand with absolute certainty that you deserve the best that life has to offer. You deserve peace, joy, authentic connections, and a light and fluid journey. The universe is not working against you. Rather, it is conspiring in your favor, aligning people, situations, and opportunities that honor who you are. His sensitivity, once seen perhaps as a burden, is now his greatest strength, his inner compass that guides him away from what drains and closer to what he nourishes. Continue to trust that subtle voice, honor your energetic needs, and celebrate the amazing person you are. Your journey of self-discovery and empowerment is an ongoing one, and each step you take towards your truth strengthens you. Thank you for taking the time to this reflection. May you continue to navigate life with the wisdom of your soul and the protection of your own love. The journey continues, and you're more prepared than ever. Your intuition is a gift, a silent but accurate radar. When you honor that inner voice, you protect yourself, strengthen yourself, and reconnect with who you really are. Then repeat after me. I choose myself, protect myself, and love myself unconditionally, guided by my intuition. And remember, protecting your energy is not selfishness, it is wisdom.